Hi, this is Rabbi Orlofsky. Welcome to the Parsha in 5, where in 5 minutes we try to give you insights into the Parsha to hopefully enhance your Shabbos. Parshas Lecha, and so we begin the story of the Jewish people. There's a very interesting sforno that points out that right at the beginning, it says, V'yikach Avram as Sarai Ishtay, v'es Lot ben Achiv, as Nevesh Yosef Acharan, v'yelech la'arza Canaan, v'yavo arza Canaan. Well, that seems unnecessary. They all left to go to Eretz Yisrael, and they came to Eretz Yisrael. And why is that necessary? Says it's for no, because the end of Parshas Noach ends with the 9th generation from Noach. Avram is the 10th. The 9th generation was Avram's father Terach. And after he saw the miracles that happened in Ur Kasdim, he set out, says the Pasuk, Lecha la'arza Canaan. He wanted to be Avram Avinu. Vivo ad Choron. He came to Choron and he stopped there. V'yomos Terach b'Choron. Terach started the journey, but he did not finish it. Because he saw Eretz Canaan was the place to go. Why? Even during the Mabul, they noticed that the Mabul did not affect Eretz Yisrael like everybody else. It didn't rain over Eretz Yisrael. And although it got flooded because the water came in from every place else, but it didn't rain over it, they understood this was a Makom Kadosh. They knew this already. That's why Shem sets himself up in Yerushalayim on the Har Bayis and makes that his place, because Shem, of course, was the son who captured the most what Noach was trying to do in the world, and he becomes Malchi Tzedek, Melech Shalem, and he keeps that going. So he knew a special place. So after the terrible experience with Nimrod and Ur Kasdim, Terach says, that's it, I'm going to Eretz Yisrael. I'm going to become Avram Avinu. And he gets to Haran and he says, Haran's not bad. Haran's not bad. A lot of potential here, friends. And he stays there. And therefore it says by Abraham, says the Sforno, he set out to go to Eretz Yisrael and he got to Eretz Yisrael. He completed the journey that his father did not. So the philosophy of Terach was middle of the road. Ur Kasdim is really evil, and Eretz Yisrael is really Kadosh. So I'll get to the middle. And this set up a relationship where you find this attitude continues. Haran was the same way. Because when Haran sees that Avram is about to be thrown into the Kibush Ha'esh, he says, if Avram comes out of there, then I will declare myself for Hashem. But if he dies, I'm switching sides and going over to Nimrod. He was waffling. He was straddling the fence. He wasn't sure which way to go. He was besuffic. And that's why this Chassam Sofer points out that the letters of Haran's name are the middle letters. Hey is the middle letter of Aleph to Tes. And Nun is the middle letter of Yud to Tzadi. And when it comes to the hundredths column, you have a choice between Resh and Shin, they're the middle letters. Haran is the middle. Couldn't really decide. And so too with his son Lot. His son Lot, Avram says to him, listen, your ro'ei tzon, your shepherds are stealing and robbing. We can't stay together. Let's split up. So what Lot should have said is, I don't want to leave you, Avraham. Like Rus said to Naomi. Says, I'll pull my people together. I'll get things organized. I'll make sure that we're spiritually aligned. But he didn't. He looked and he saw Stone. And he said, Stone is really beautiful. Yeah. And, but it's also very evil. Yeah. As the Pasuk testifies that people were evil. So it says, V'yehal ad Stone. He didn't go to Stone yet. He picked his place somewhere between Avraham and Stone. And he figures I could spend Shabbos with Avraham and Saturday night in Stone. The best of both worlds, I go in the middle. As the Kutzka says, the middle of the road is where the animals go. I had a poster when I ran in CSY that someone got me that said, lead, follow, or get out of the way. Make a choice. How long are you going to straddle the fence? You got to make a choice. Yeah? Go this way or go that way. And Terach couldn't do it. And his son Haran couldn't do it. And Haran's son Lot couldn't do it. But the Torah testifies, Abraham said, I'm going to take a position. I'm going to go where I belong. And he finished the journey. And that's the story of the Jewish people. We don't straddle the fence. That's what Eliyahu Navi said to us. You can't straddle the fence. Make a choice. Either follow God or follow Baal, but don't be Jews for Baal. Make a choice where you're going to go. And so the Jewish people are the people who, for better or for worse, who are still alive today, who are still around after 3,000 years, have made that choice that we're going to stay on the side that's right and not try to compromise. Every movement in Judaism that has tried to compromise and waffle have fallen by the wayside. And only the people who remain true are still taking the path and that journey of Abraham. Shabbos.